And let's very quickly finish the 20th chapter of A Tale of Two Cities, which is called A Plea. Darnay and Sidney Carton have gotten a little bit closer, and now Lucy has a request of her husband, Darnay. What indeed? With his hand putting aside the golden hair from the cheek, and his other hand against the heart that beat for him.
I think, Charles, poor Mr. Carton deserves more consideration and respect than you expressed for him tonight.
Indeed, my own. Why so?
That is what you are not to ask me, but I know he does.
If you know it, it is enough. What would you have me do, my life?
I would ask you, dearest, to be very generous with him always, and very lenient on his faults when he is not by. I would ask you to believe that he has a heart. He very, very seldom reveals that there are deep wounds in it. My dear, I have seen it bleeding.
It is a quite painful reflection to me, said Charles Darnay, quite astounded, that I should have done him any wrong. I have never thought this of him.
My husband, it is so. I fear he is not to be reclaimed. There is scarcely a hope that anything in his character or fortunes is repairable now, but I am sure that he is capable of good things, gentle things, even magnanimous things.
She looked so beautiful in the purity of her faith, in this lost man, that her husband could have looked at her as she was for hours.
"Oh, my dearest love,"
she urged, clinging nearer to him, laying her head upon his breast and raising her eyes to his.
"remember how strong we are in our happiness, and how weak he is in his misery."
The supplication touched him home. "I will always remember it, dear heart. I will remember it as long as I live." He bent over the golden head and put the rosy lips to his, and folded her in his arms. If one forlorn wanderer then pacing the dark streets could have heard her innocent disclosure, and could have seen the drops of pity kissed away by her husband from the soft blue eyes so loving of that husband, he might have cried to the night, and the words would not have parted from his lips for the first time. God bless her for her sweet compassion. And that is the end of chapter 20.